Hello everyone, welcome to the Cypress tutorial. I know few of you have been asking me to upload the tutorial for Cypress a couple of months ago. I apologize for not being able to do so all this time. I'm finally able to sum up the tutorial for all of you and upload this on YouTube. So here we go. So let's start with the first tutorial of Cypress. So, to introduce you to Cypress, let me first tell you about this tool a little bit. So, I think most of you who are familiar with test automation will all be aware of the traditional Selenium based WebDriver automation tool that we all use. You might also use a couple of other tools during your professional career. Now, you know that these days most of the web applications are built using the modern JavaScript frameworks. You could be testing a Node.js application or a React.js application, and more developers are switching towards JavaScript frameworks. So, Cypress is a front end testing tool which is used by these JavaScript frameworks. And we have other similar JavaScript based tools in the market like Protractor, WebDriver, IO, Jest, etc. I've been using WebDriver IO predominantly in many of the projects. I've also been using Protractor along with Cucumber for different JavaScript based projects. So Cypress also belongs to this category. So it is one of the front-end testing tool used by most of the automation engineers for JavaScript-based web applications. Now, what can you achieve with Cypress? So any test that you want to run on a browser, this is what Cypress is meant for. Now, if you are in the testing field already, you might know that there are different kinds of testing that we normally do. So you can be a backend tester and test only the APIs, or you may be a security testing team doing on the security and penetration testing, or you may be a usability tester focusing only on the UX and UI of the application. In terms of Cypress, any testing that you would want to run on a browser, like a real user using your application, that is what Cypress is meant for. Now, developers also use Cypress for their unit testing. Cypress is compatible to do a lot of unit testing, and a lot of developers integrate Cypress into their modules and effectively use it for unit testing all their modules or individual components. End-to-end testing. End-to-end testing is usually where Cypress is quite famous for, or normally well received. So when I say end-to-end testing, it's about testing the entire workflow in your application. So basically, when I say workflow, you would be writing different test scenarios or user-based scenarios, and you can use Cypress to basically automate all your end-to-end workflows and scenarios. You can also use Cypress for integration testing. So any testing that you would want to run on a browser, that's why we call it as a front-end automation tool. Anything that you would like to run on a browser, see it, watch it running, and perform your test. That is what Cypress is for. Now, what are the components of Cypress? So Cypress comprises of two things. One is a test runner, and second is a dashboard. So you can keep these two terms in your mind: a Cypress test runner and a Cypress dashboard. I will tell you more about these two components in the upcoming tutorials. Advantages. Now, what is the advantage in using Cypress? Now, I've used a couple of different automation tools, and I'm sure many of you also would have used other automation tools. Now, we know that one of the things which makes our automation tests brittle or unreliable is mostly when it comes to weight. Sometimes we have dynamic weights, we have static weights, and even then sometimes we see that, oh, this weight is not enough, or although we have given the weight, the automated test is failing at this, it's not very consistent. So that is one of the advantage in using Cypress. Cypress takes care of automatically weighting for your DOM element. You don't have to explicitly mention weight in your Cypress test. Second benefit for you would be taking snapshots or screenshot at each step. Now, I know that in most of the automation tools, we do have the provision of adding the screenshot configuration, but it is a configuration that we add in addition to the scripting so that we can capture screenshots. But in Cypress, it comes with that inbuilt feature. It captures the snapshots at each step. And not only that, it takes the videos of your entire test suite or entire execution. Now, I have seen many times automation engineer capturing videos of execution of their run, because sometimes I do understand it is very tedious to understand why exactly is your automation test failing, although it shouldn't fail. And that is when you try capturing videos and see what's happening when it's executing your scripts. Now, Cypress gives you that advantage. You don't have to voluntarily record videos. It records the videos of your entire run, and it is available for you for easy debugging of your test scripts. And yes, of course, it has readable errors and logs as well. So these are the advantages of using Cypress automation tool. So with that, I'm ending the first tutorial for Cypress. Thank you for watching this, and I will post the part 2 of Cypress in my next video, and that will include setting up your environment on your system for Cypress and getting started. Thank you all, and stay safe.